start to Friday. Come on in, get your tea, get your coffee, get your water, whatever you start your day with. We got some things we got to discuss this morning. Welcome to Aries Rose TV, and if you're not familiar with me, my name is Aries Rose, and on this channel we talk about streaming shows, movies, TV shows, pop culture, world news, local news, politics, basically anything I find interesting I come on and discuss with my Aries crew. We have a short live we're going to be doing this morning. We got some topics that we want to hit on. Brandy and Monica. They are going out on the Boy Is Mine tour. I want to say this is the first time they have toured since doing that song together. They are both R&B legends, still have great voices, still look fabulous for their age. So I'm excited to see them pairing up. So we got to talk a little bit about their tour. You also have Cardi B. She's announced her sophomore album. That's been a much anticipated album. It's been years since her first one was released. She's done singles in between, but has not released a full album. So that's getting some buzz as well. So we got to talk about that. And B. Simone is getting dragged for her comments about pretty much feeling sad or kind of complaining about having to shop at H&M, and that's how I know we're not in the same tax bracket, because I have no shame shopping at H&M, Forever 21, Ross, TJ Maxx, all of that stuff, because, well, one, why pay more when you don't have to? And two, the cost of everything is going up. So if you need to get clothes and you can't spend $1,000 on a single outfit, there is no shame in that. So given all the financial situation that's going on with the majority of Americans right now, it was hard for people to feel sorry for her, myself included. So we got to get into that as well. If you've been on the live before, you know the drill. If you are part of the Aries crew, leave hashtag Aries crew in the comments. If you're a first time watcher, leave first time watcher in the comments. I want to give you a shout out for stopping by and spending part of your day here. When you subscribe, let us know. We want to make sure to give you a shout out and welcome you to the Aries crew. It's free and we have fun over here. We'd love to have you a part of it. All you got to do is hit that subscription button and hit that notification bell so you can find out every time I go live, post on the community page, and post shorts and all of that good stuff. YouTube has changed up their community page a little bit, so you can also post things back to me. So if you have show ideas, things you want me to cover, or topics you want to talk about, or if there's just something interesting in the news you want to make sure that I know about, you can chat with me there. All you have to do is be a subscriber. So go and visit that communities tab. I post on there pretty regularly and would love to hear from you. Take a pause for a comment. Mara, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Let me know how your day is going. And as you come in, if you can like the video, greatly appreciate it. Goes a long way and helps with the YouTube views here, so we can get out to more folks. And if you are on Instagram, follow us at Aries Rose TV. Let me know you're from YouTube and I will follow you back. Mara, my day is going pretty well. This morning has started off very nicely. Not to mention, I'm just happy that it's Friday. I'm looking forward to the weekend. Let me know, everybody that loves Friday, leave a TGIF in the comments. So I'd have to say I'm having a pretty good start to the day. The only thing that would make it better is winning the lottery. Keep your fingers crossed for me. And let's get into our first story for the day here. We're going to be talking about Monica and, yep, there you go, Mara, TGIF. Love it. Yep, I'm a Friday, Saturday, Sunday girl. I don't know why the weekend is shorter than the weekday. We got to do stuff 5 days a week and we only get 2 days to relax. It doesn't seem fair. So I wish the weekend was longer. And thank you for putting out good vibes here that I'll win the lottery. I'll keep you in mind if I should strike it big here. And let's get into these R&B divas, Brandy and Monica. They are teaming up to have a reunion here for the Boy Is Mine reunion. So that was a huge song for them in the 90s. And I don't think they ever went out on a tour at that point in time, but they are getting together now. So let's get into that. Let me know if you are a fan of Brandy and Monica. Did you like that song, The Boy Is Mine? I know I did. I thought it was great. At the time, it was such a huge song. I really, really loved it. And looking back now, I like it even more than I did at the time. It just definitely captures the vibe and the R&B sound of that time that you just don't hear anymore. Really loved it for them. And now we're going to get into this reporting from Gossip. After years of speculation, R&B fans can finally rejoice. Brandy and Monica are gearing up for their highly anticipated The Boy Is Mine tour, which will see the famous singers perform across 24 cities. According to a press release, the long-awaited tour will kick off on October 16th, so it's looking like fall of this year is when it's going to start, making stops in St. Louis, Houston, Brooklyn, and several other cities before finishing out with the finale on December 7th. I really want to go and check this out. I have not seen these two perform live, and I really love their music and the way legends have been passing away, especially passing away young. I feel like I got to go out here and see them while I still have the chance and while they're semi still in their prime. Let me know if you're going to be going to this concert as well, if it's going to be in a city close or in the city you live in. Let's see, Mara, you love that song too. Very nice. Yeah, it was. They were both at the peak of their music careers at the time that came out. Both of them had beautiful voices. I don't think they sounded the same at all, but they kind of just both had that same '90s it girl vibe for sure. Definitely R&B legends. They've earned their spot. They've done a lot of good music and put in a lot of time to build up their fan base and quality of performances, and they just always deliver. I think I've never heard Brandy hit a bad note or Monica, so I have no doubt that this tour is about to be fire. All the millennials are coming out because that was our era for sure. And let's get back into the story here. The historic event celebrates 27 years since Brandy and Monica dropped their iconic hit, The Boy Is Mine, in 1998. 1998. So it's 2025. So in 3 years, that song is going to be 30 years old. I remember when it first came out, and that song is about to be 30 years old in 3 years. That is crazy how things that were new at the time when you were coming up all of a sudden become the classics. And just, it's crazy how you see time right in front of you. Things change. Now, see, in my mind, 1998 was like 10 years ago. So that just goes to tell you right there, time is flying by. Let's see the In 1998, a classic that spent 13 consecutive weeks at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and became a defining cultural touchstone of the late 90s R&B. Couldn't agree more. And let's see here. This was a quote. They were trying to get us to do a tour since '98, and it just finally felt like the right time. And I'm just so honored to be here. End quote from Brandy, 46. Brandy is 46. Y'all remember Brandy from Moesha? Mo to the E to the O to the. Oh, I used to love that show too. Told Gail King on CBS Mornings, June 24th. Quote, it was a dream come true. The song in itself was just monumental, and I just wanted us to do everything with the song, and finally we get a chance to do that, end quote. And Monica 44 shared her excitement for the long-awaited moment, reflecting on how when their hit song first took off in the 90s, she and Brandy weren't particularly close. As teenagers chasing success in their own lives, their paths didn't always align, but this upcoming event has given them a meaningful opportunity to reconnect and grow closer over time. Quote, it's a musical marriage when you start to go on tour, especially at this caliber. We've talked about everything, she explained. For example, with Verses, that was our first time seeing each other in years. There was no conversation. We weren't able to do what it is that we do now, which is really learn each other. We didn't really know each other, end quote. Brandy added, now we can't stop talking, end quote. I love that for them. For years, rumors swirled about a rivalry between Brandy and Monica, fueled in part by their 1998 hit "The Boy Is Mine," a duet about two women vying for the same man. The song's theme only added to the speculation that the two R&B stars didn't get along behind the scenes. During the interview with King, Monica finally set the record straight. She explained that their relationship was actually fine in the beginning until outside voices and the peanut gallery began to plant seeds of division, feeding them negative opinions about each other. I can believe that. But there's a lot of confusion and conflict, and there's a lot of people around. End quote. She said, ironically, despite the song's theme, Monica revealed that with a laugh that she and Brandy never even shared the same taste in men. Quote, we don't even like the same type of boy. There could never have been a boy. End quote. And now it's just awaits for their tour to start. I think they've gone on to do different interviews and stuff to promote it. So we'll definitely be keeping track. If we're fortunate enough to go and be able to get tickets, we'll let you know here what that experience is like. And let's get into it. All right, I'm glad your mom told you about them, Mara. Thanks for sharing. And now let's get into B. Simone here. So looks like she's fallen on some hard financial times here and have went on, I don't know if it was live or some other way, talking about basically having to shop at H&M, crying over having to do that. I don't see anything wrong with that, and majority of the people who heard that were kind of like, yeah, you're not going to get sympathy because you can't go and get expensive designer clothes, because most of us cannot get expensive designer clothes. So you're sharing something about an experience that majority of people don't have and will never have in this lifetime, and to think that anybody's going to feel sad for you because you can't go out and get a 2,000, 5,000, however much they may be spending on that type of dress or outfit. Yeah, you're not going to get much sympathy for that when there's people who don't even know how they're going to pay their mortgage, who may be out of a job and are having a hard time finding a job, who have medical bill, who have real situations going on here that require money. Nobody's going to feel sad because you can't get designer clothes. I think it's an odd thing to express, even if it is the true feelings. That's probably something you just share with your friends, because I just don't know. I'm not sure what response she was thinking it was going to get, but let's get into this. This reporting from Gossip. Balling on a budget, B. Simone cries about affording H&M over Bloomingdale, sparks broke baby girl backlash from 9-to-5 workers. 9-to-5 workers are brutally dragging B. Simone after the influencer slash comedian cried about having to shop at H&M rather than her usual Bloomingdale's. Clips of B. Simone crying about having to settle for H&M over Bloomingdale's have the internet brutally dragging her from 9-to-5ers amid calls for her to read the room and wipe her table-turned tears. As the controversy ramps up, the Christianly comedian has yet to speak out, but the internet's got lots to say. One thing about those tables, they turn. Although B. Simone successfully stays booked and busy, controversy seems to follow her every move, and the net eats it up. Now social media is slamming B. Simone's admission about her spiritual battle with brokenness and seemingly hating on her best friend. Gossip watched the full podcast episode of Let's Try This Again, which sparked the latest viral backlash to report what went down. B. Simone and her best friend, Shekinah Yan, went straight from the 2025 BET Awards to pulling out the podcast mics. Instead of spilling the tea about attending the awards, B. Simone dedicated the episode to going through a spiritual battle. And surprisingly, that's not about her recent turn on Summer Jam screen for wearing booty shorts in the sanctuary at a church. During the podcast, the Wild 'N Out alum described God testing her lately while she challenged herself to a water-only fast for 10 days. In addition to resisting partying with the rest of Black Hollywood that night, B. Simone revealed she downsized her lifestyle due to financial struggles. Welcome to 2025. Everybody's feeling that. I had to get some coffee here. And B. Simone revealed she downsized her lifestyle due to financial struggles. She broke down in tears because her accounts need a building fund these days. For example, she had to walk out of Bloomingdale's because she only had an H&M budget as her money is no longer liquid. Give me 1 second. And then we get back into the story here. Quote, just my finances, like the budgeting, you see how I am, nitpicking every little thing. I have never been like that. We're in Bloomingdale's yesterday, and I'm like, we have to go to H&M, end quote, she admitted. So let me know your thoughts on that. I have to say I'm just not feeling sad about that particular situation at all, since not everybody could shop at Bloomingdale's to begin with. I will shop at TJ Maxx, Ross, Walmart, wherever I can find a deal, because I'm not paying a whole ton of money for something I'm only going to wear a couple times. That to me is crazy. And there's just more important things to use it on. And there's nothing wrong with budgeting. Don't feel any shame if you can't shop at Bloomingdale's, because you are not alone. Most people cannot. And now we got to get into Cardi B and her sophomore album that she has finally announced. I know people have been wanting to get more music from her here, and we're going to see. There's supposedly a date that has also been scheduled for this. So let me get up on that. All right, and this is reporting from Gossip here. And let me know your thoughts on B. Simone basically crying over having to shop at H&M here. I don't really think it's anything to be sad over, but let's keep that conversation going. I want to hear what you think. And now we're going to get into Cardi B's sophomore album here. And from reporting from Gossip, Time's Up. Barty's back. Cardi B is sending social media into a tizzy amid news that she's releasing her sophomore album. More than 7 years after dropping her Grammy-winning debut, Invasion of Privacy, Cardi B announced her long-awaited second act, Am I the Drama? Cardi shared the news with fans on social media Monday, unraveling the album's title, September 19th release day. Okay, so it's coming up here in the fall, and cover art that features her posing defiantly among a flock of ominous black crows. The official Apple Music track listing also shows that the tracks Up and WAP and Outside are included on the project. Cardi initially teased the project on Sunday with a video featuring her flocked by crows and a voiceover promising to reclaim her power with no apologies. Quote, 7 years and the time has come, 7 years of love, life, and loss. 7 years I gave them grace, but now I'll give them hell. End quote, said Cardi in the cinematic clip, quote, I'm shedding feathers and no more tears. I'm not back, I'm beyond. I'm not your villain, I'm your karma. The time is here, the time is now, end quote. The announcement follows recent buzz surrounding the project, including Cardi's confirmation that she had officially turned in her album to Atlantic Records. Now, Times Square billboards are counting down to the album's release. Last week, the rap superstar premiered a new track Outside during her performance at the Cannes Lion Festival. The single, now officially released and initially teased with social media clips, includes a pointed reference to Offset and a name drop of her boo, Stefon Diggs. So let me know if you're looking forward to Cardi B's sophomore album, if you're into her music. What's your favorite song? Do you think it's going to do well? Do you think 7 years is too long in between? I think there is still an audience for Cardi B. She's kept herself relevant through social media and different brandings. And, she's attended things like the Met Gala and gone out to different award stuff. So she's definitely kept herself out there enough to where there's still an interest in her. And she was releasing singles in between. I just don't know if there's an appetite in the same way for a whole album, but we will find out when that's dropped. And we definitely wish her all the best and all the success, and we'll keep you posted here if the album drops and how it is doing. If you've been on the live this long, we'd love to have you a part of the Aries crew. It's free to join. All you got to do is hit that subscription button and then hit that notification bell so you can find out every time we go live, post videos, post on the community page, and all of that good stuff. Follow us on Instagram at Aries Rose TV. Let me know you're from YouTube and I'll follow you back. We're trying to grow over there. Thank you for 1,800 followers. We're on the road to 2,000 followers. Greatly appreciate all the support, commenting, and sharing of the lives. It goes a long way. and it means the world to me. We'll be back on live later on today. We're going to do a review for Megan 2.0 so you can find out if it's worth going to check out or not. Have a beautiful day. We'll talk to you later, and thank you for watching.